Welcome back to the deep dive. We're here again, taking a big stack of sources and pulling out the key insights for you.
Yeah, and today's pile is interesting. A bit of promo stuff, which, we'll set aside.
Right, straight into the main course, which is this incredible, nearly 2,000-year-old text.
Meditations by Marcus Aurelius.
Exactly. And our mission today is to really dive into the mind of this Roman emperor through his personal journal.
A journal he never, ever intended for anyone else to read. That's the key part.
That's the hook, isn't it? It wasn't like a carefully crafted public statement.
Nope. It was him, talking to himself, trying to figure things out while leading the most powerful empire on Earth, dealing with war, plague, politics.
And yet the struggles feel so universal. Anger, doubt, frustration.
Totally. Fear, dealing with difficult people. I mean, swap annoying senators for annoying colleagues, maybe. It resonates.
Yeah, maybe.
But because it's so raw, so unpolished, you see him actively trying to apply Stoic ideas, not just talking about them,
He's coaching himself moment by moment.
right? Towards reason, calm, doing the right thing.
Okay, let's unpack this. So if you look at how he structures his thoughts, there's this one core mechanism, right?
Yeah, it underpins basically everything. He keeps coming back to it.
It's about splitting reality in two.
Exactly. What's in our control and, well, everything else.
And for him, what is in our control? It's pretty limited, isn't it?
Very. It's basically our judgments, our choices, our actions, our attitude towards things, our inner world, essentially.
That's it.
That's the sovereign territory as he saw it.
Yeah.
Everything else, wealth, reputation, health, whether people like you, whether you win the war.
All external, outside his control.
Yeah, he lumped it all under things indifferent or, subject to fate. And look, this wasn't just a neat idea. It was his mental armor against chaos.
Because he faced incredible chaos, constant threats, uncertainty.
Absolutely. And this distinction was his way of staying grounded, staying resilient.
And that connects directly to another big theme, impermanence. He's constantly writing about how short life is.
Yeah, he's quite blunt about it. He reminds himself that empires crumble, famous people are forgotten, and he himself will die and decay.
Cheerful stuff.
Huh. Well, yeah, but the point isn't to be morbid. It's actually the opposite.
Right, that's the aha moment, isn't it? It's not about despair.
No, it's about perspective. If everything external is fleeting, including your own life, then what really matters?
The present moment,
Yes.
how you act right now, the quality of your character.
Exactly. It fosters gratitude for the now and humility.
Yeah.
You're just a tiny part of this vast, transient universe.
What's fascinating here is you had this guy, the most powerful man imaginable.
Right. Emperor of Rome.
And his deepest focus is internal. It's humility, self-awareness, not building bigger monuments or seeking fame.
Yeah, he wasn't trying to, conquer death. He was trying to use his limited time well, which leads to the next question.
Yeah, if external success wasn't the goal, what was a good life for him?
Okay, so for Marcus and the Stoics generally, the highest good wasn't wealth or power. It was living in accordance with nature and reason.
And nature here doesn't just mean trees and rivers, does it?
No, not exactly. It's more like the rational order of the universe, the underlying logic of existence. Living in harmony meant aligning your own reason and will with that larger rational order.
Okay, so it's quite a grand concept. How did he make that practical?
Well, he boiled it down to 4 key virtues. These were the real measure of a person.
Which were?
Wisdom, seeing things clearly. Justice, treating others fairly. Courage, facing difficulty without flinching. And temperance, self-discipline, moderation.
And these were more important than, say, winning a battle or being popular.
Far more important, worldly success or failure. Secondary. Maintaining your integrity, your character. That was everything.
Let's take courage for a second. It wasn't just battlefield bravery, right, for him?
No, I mean, maybe sometimes. But it was also the courage to get up every day and make incredibly hard decisions, leading during a plague, for instance, facing down advisors, sticking to principles when it was easier not to. That takes immense daily courage.
And justice. With absolute power, the temptation must have been huge.
Unimaginable, right? He could do anything. But his journal is full of reminders, to be fair, impartial, rational, even when angry, even when provoked.
Okay, so that focus on internal virtue. How does that translate into dealing with other people? Because, I mean, people are often difficult.
Yes. And this is where it gets really interesting and maybe challenging for us today, too.
How so?
Because it moves beyond just controlling yourself to having active compassion for others, even the difficult ones.
Compassion for people causing problems.
Yeah. He really believed in the interconnectedness of humanity. We're all parts of one body meant to work together. Like he literally uses the analogy of teeth, hands, feet working together.
So cooperation is natural.
It's our function. And this led him to some uh, pretty radical advice on handling conflict.
Okay.
When someone wrongs you, betrays you, insults you, is lazy, whatever his take was,
Ah.
they're doing it out of ignorance.
Ignorance. Like they just don't know any better.
Essentially, yeah. Ignorance of what's truly good. They're mistaken about how to live or act. So instead of getting angry or bitter,
You should be patient. Or trying to teach them.
exactly, patience, forgiveness, maybe gentle correction if possible.
Mm.
He saw their wrongdoing as an error, not necessarily pure malice to be punished vengefully.
Okay, hold on. He's an emperor. He has to maintain order, deal with actual threats, treason. How does they're just ignorant work when you need to, run an empire?
Ah, see, that's the tension. And it's crucial. He wasn't saying don't administer justice or protect the state. He had to do that.
Right.
But he was advising against internal bitterness, rage, resentment. He understood that those emotions poison the person feeling them more than the target.
So act justly externally, but don't let it corrode you internally.
Precisely. Your duty is to the common good, not personal revenge. Keep your inner state clean, even when dealing with external messes.
Here's where it gets really interesting. Because maintaining that inner state, especially under pressure, requires serious mental work. It's not just passive acceptance.
Absolutely not. It's active, constant training,
Mhm.
the discipline of the mind.
Intercepting those first reactions right before they spiral.
Yes. It's like precognitive therapy, almost. He practiced observing his initial impressions. Like, is this situation really terrible, or am I just thinking it is? Is that person actually insulting me, or am I choosing to interpret it that way?
Questioning your own thoughts.
Constantly. And he was especially wary of certain desires, like the craving for fame, or even just for comfort and ease.
Why those?
Because they distract you. They pull you away from reason and virtue. If your self-worth depends on applause, or if you avoid necessary hardship just to be comfortable, you lose your way. Wisdom takes effort.
So avoid those traps. Observe your thoughts. What's the goal state? What's the sanctuary?
Inner stillness. He talks about cultivating an inner fortress.
An inner fortress. I like that.
Yeah, it's a powerful image. But it's not a physical place to hide. It's a state of mind.
And built on.
Clarity, reason, self-control. It's a mental space where the chaos outside, the noise of the world, the demands, the pain, can't really penetrate or disturb your core calm.
So the fortress is something you build inside, regardless of what's happening outside.
Exactly. And if we connect this to the bigger picture, that fortress is freedom.
Freedom isn't the absence of problems.
No. It's the ability to remain mentally undefeated despite the problems. That's true strength, true liberty.
That is a really powerful distinction. Freedom as an internal state. And maybe the ultimate test of that fortress is facing, well, the ultimate external reality. Death.
Yeah, he brings it up again and again. Mortality.
But not in a fearful way, right? It's more like a tool.
Exactly. He uses the idea of death. Memento mori, remember you will die, as a call to action. A call to live meaningfully now.
How does that work? How does thinking about death make you live better?
Well, it clarifies priorities, doesn't it? If you knew today was your last day, would you waste it on petty arguments or chasing status or complaining?
Probably not.
Right. You'd focus on what truly matters. Acting justly, being kind, appreciating the moment. Death strips away the trivial. It's the ultimate cure for procrastination.
And it's the great leveler, too, isn't it?
Absolutely. Emperor, slave makes no difference in the end. That understanding, that acceptance is liberating. It frees you to focus on your character, the one thing that is yours, right up until the end.
Which kind of brings us full circle back to why this private journal still speaks to us so powerfully after, what, 2 millennia?
I think the sources really nail it. It's the timeless practicality. He's not just offering abstract philosophy. He's giving, like, mental blueprints.
For dealing with stuff we all face.
Exactly. How do I handle stress? How do I deal with difficult people? How do I find meaning when things seem chaotic? How do I face fear? He offers concrete ways to think about these things.
So it's not just for emperors.
Not at all. It shows that greatness isn't about conquering lands or having immense wealth. It's about the quiet, daily effort to be decent, wise, and compassionate. That kind of wisdom is available to anyone.
It really makes meditations feel less like a book you read once and more like a companion, something you return to.
Yeah, definitely. A manual for navigating life's difficulties.
Mm.
And the core lessons are simple, even if they're hard to practice consistently.
Think clearly.
Act justly.
Embrace the present.
And remember what's truly yours, your mind, your choices.
So distilling it all down, the central message seems to be you can't control the world, but you can control your response to it.
That's the heart of it. And finding strength, even peace, in that internal control.
It's a profound guide to living with clarity, courage, compassion, all built from the inside.
It really is. Which, this raises an important question.
Okay.
Marcus Aurelius had, arguably, more power and possessions than anyone on earth. Yet, his path to freedom involved constantly reminding himself that almost all of it, his title, his power, his health, everything external, was temporary and ultimately not his. So the question for us, for you listening is, what temporary thing are you clinging to right now? Maybe it's a grudge, a desire for approval, a specific fear, some status symbol. What temporary concern might be distracting you right now from your own deeper purpose, from building your own inner fortress?
That's a powerful thought to leave people with, a real challenge. Thank you for unpacking all of this today.
My pleasure. It's always worthwhile revisiting Marcus.
So what does this all mean? I think it means that the path to real peace, real strength, it's an inside job. Always has been, always will be, no matter what's going on outside.